Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Monday, where every Monday I post a new video. In today's video I want to do a waterfall bird bath. Yeah, I kind of thought this would be a neat idea. I haven't seen anything like it yet, so I decided to give it a try. So basically what you're going to need for this project is you're going to need a daiquiri glass, and all of these items can be found at Dollar Tree. A candle holder, one of the little candle plates that's found. I think that's what this is. It's found in the places that I found, the same places I found the candle holder is where you'll find this little plate here. If we're being honest, it kind of reminds me of a little plate, the little glass plate that sets in your microwave, only smaller. That's kind of what this reminds me of. You're going to need some clear plastic, jumbo stick. It's I cut this down. It was a large jumbo popsicle stick, but I cut it down to size. You're going to need some green moss. One of the little birdies from Dollar Tree. I'm going with red because that's my absolute most favorite color ever. I got some clear gems that we're going to need. So you're going to need those. And you're also going to be needing rocks. These are right from my yard. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to grab our little saucer and we're going to grab our little cup. And I am going to make sure I got this so y'all can see it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some hot glue and we're just going to put it around the base of our glass. And you want to use a good amount because we're just going to stick this right down on top of this little saucer thingy. So I am just going to stick this here and I'm just going to make sure that I have it nice and centered. And I'm just going to let that do its thing and dry. So now I am going to go ahead and put my little gems in. So we're just going to go ahead. And I'm just getting these little glue strands out the way. And I'm just going to go ahead and put these little gems down off in my little cup, like this. So the next thing we're going to do, and I'm going to set this out the way, is this is where you're going to take your clear plastic. And I'm just going to grab some scissors. So first of all, what we're going to do is you're going to take your clear plastic of any plastic that you have. It's just got to be clear. So we're just going to cut a little bit. And then we're just going to... And now I'm just going to cut some of this off. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to cut a strip of this. Because this is, we're going to be needing this for our waterfall. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that strip. Let me turn this down so y'all can see. And you're going to take your glue gun and make sure it's low temp for this part. And you're just going to drag it. Grab another glue stick. So we're just going to drag it. And then we're just going to let it dry. And it's going to look like little strips. It's just basically, that's all we're doing is stripping this. And I also have another video where I made a waterfall with swans. And this is the method that I used. A lot of people were asking how did I do it. And this is how I did it. So I'm just going to let this set to, I'm going to put this to the side and let it dry. So we're just going to carefully move this out of the way and set that over here. And once it dries, this is what it's going to look like. But And then, so we're gonna make like a little water down off in our dish. And I don't want to use resin because that costs like a lot of money. I usually buy it by the gallon, and I pay almost, well, it's a 2-part A and B, and I pay almost $90 for it, and I don't want to waste it. So I'm just gonna, this is what I'm doing. I'm just cutting a circle out of the plastic, and it does not have to be perfect. So once you cut a circle, you're just gonna give it a little tug like this, and it started off smooth, and you can see that when you tug, we get this little crease in it. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna do basically the same thing with the strip plastic. You're just gonna take it, and you're just gonna go in circles just like this. And you're going to do this about 3 or 4 times with plastic. So we're going to set that to the side. And this is what you're going to end up with. This is what it's going to look like. And then you're just going to go ahead and stick that down off in here. And this is what it looks like once it's down off in there. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick this one down on top of there, and we're just going to use this one too. So I'm just going to add a little more glue to it. And then I'm just going to grab this piece of plastic. I'm going to stretch it like so. And then we're just going to stick that right down on top of there. Just like this is what we're going to get. And then we're just going to stick that right down off in here. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to find out where, oh, here's my little wooden stick. And I'm going to put some hot glue on it. And the only reason I'm using a stick is because it's just going to give me more support for when I place my glass on top. So let's turn this so y'all can see. Okay. So I'm just going to grab some hot glue, and we're just going to put some hot glue on our stick. Just like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick a spot that I want this to go. And now we're going to grab our little okay, I want to stick this. Okay, I'm just going to add a little more hot glue to this. It dried kind of on me. See how it easily peels? It dried before I can start sticking it into place. So I'm just going to redo the stick. Okay. So once again, hot glue. Hot glue. Grab me a glue stick. Add some hot glue to it. And we're just going to go ahead and stick this in place like this. There we go. Now, you're going to take your tea candle or your candle holder, and we're just going to put some hot glue here. So we're going to put a little bit of hot glue here. And we're going to do the same thing over here on this side. And I want to make sure that I use quite a bit. And now we're just going to go ahead and pop this down on top and let this dry. And I'm just going to hold this here and give this time to dry. And I will be going over this with E6000 just to make sure everything is nice and secure. So now that we have that in place, I am going to go ahead and get my green grass open, my green moss. And we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to try to adjust my camera a little more. And we're going to go ahead and stick some of this in place. And this part can get kind of messy. And I'm just pulling some out and breaking it up. And now I'm just going to grab my hot glue gun. And I'm just going to go around the base. I'm just putting hot glue all the way around. I'm going to cover every inch of the bottom of this with hot glue. And then we're going to come over here and do the same thing over here. So like this. Just going all the way around it. And you can leave this step if you want, but I think I just like the way it looks when I do it with my other projects. Anytime I add green moss to any of my other projects, I always think it comes out so cute. But then again, that's probably just me. So we have that. And now I'm just going to go around and just finish up this little spot right here. And we're just going to stick this right down on there. Just like that. So I'm just going to move some of this out of the way. Okay. Now I'm just going to go ahead and clean up my area a little bit. Okay, so now that we have that all taken care of, now we're going to go ahead and do the waterfall part. So I have my strip here. And I think what I'm going to do is I want to see if I want to leave it wide. And okay. I'm just going to trim a little bit of this off to make it a little slimmer so it's not so wide. So I'm just going to cut a little off. Not much, just a little. And I might have to cut it down to size a little bit too. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. So this is what we have. And I am going to turn it this way so I can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. And let's see. I'm just going to... Alright, so first I'm going to go ahead and round this off. So I'm just going to go at an angle here like this. I added a little more light just in case if y'all couldn't really see. So basically I took my scissors and I rounded this off just like that. So it's rounded here. And now I'm just going to stick that on here just like that. So we're going to grab our hot glue and we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue right across the top just like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and very carefully stick that in place because I do not want to get burned. So we have that. And then I'm just going to stick it. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right here. And we're just going to go ahead and stick that just like this. And now I'm just going to cut off a little of this. About here. And I want that to go down. I'm going to fold that over. And I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right down through here. And I'm just going to tuck this and stick it down just like that. Now that I have that tucked in place, I am going to go ahead and take my hot glue gun, grab a glue stick, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just like this going down. So you're just going to take some hot glue and you're just going to let that So all I'm doing is just taking my hot glue and just pulling up and then down like this. And now I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right here. Just like that. So this is what we have so far. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to grab me some rocks, and I'm just going to stick some rocks down on here. So I'm just going to turn this to the side, and I'm just going to turn my camera down a little. So I am going to grab a rock, put some hot glue on it, and we're just going to stick those down here any way you want. It's really up to you how you want to place them. And then I'm going to go here, grab some hot glue, stick that down there like that. Actually, I want that to be up like that. And I want to put maybe a rock here. Did not mean to take that off with it. So I'm just going to stick, and I'm just going to put, now I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right down through here. And I'm going to grab a little bit of that green moss. And we're just going to go ahead and stick a little bit down through here. Just like that. And if you want to add more rocks, you can. I think I'll add one back here. So we're just going to put that there, just like that. Now, the last thing we need to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add a little more glue. And just let that run down. I just like the waterfall effect that it gives. I actually enjoy doing my crafts this way. And now we're going to grab our bird. And this is where you want to decide on where you want to put your bird. I think I want mine to go right here. And I may even lean it up against the waterfall a little bit, maybe. We'll see. So, first I'm going to do is put some hot glue down on the bottom of this bird. And you want to use a good amount because you want to make sure that it is steady and in place and that it does not fall off. And we're just going to go ahead and stick that just like this. And you want to let that dry. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue right here just to hold that bird in place just a little bit better. And there you have it. This is it. And I try to turn that around so y'all can see. And this is what it looks like. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera back up so y'all can see. So yeah, that is it for this video. If you like this craft, please give me a like and a thumbs up. Please feel free to share this with your family and friends. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can become part of my YouTube family. And don't forget to set that ring that bell so that every time I post a video like this one, you'll be notified. And with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my videos. I hope you all have a very nice day. Bye.